I'll be talking about how I would like the Mario Kart 9 roster to look like. Here's my idea for the Mario Kart 9 roster. I'll go into more depth of the new characters added, and the characters that didn't appear in Mario Kart Deluxe. I also will talk about why I removed some of the Mario characters. First, let's talk about the characters I removed. I removed all the alt characters like PGB and Tanuki Mario. However, I will describe later in the video how I like them to do alts in this game. I removed the baby characters because they are kind of unnecessary and better characters to replace them with. Lastly, I removed some of the crossover characters. I decided only to add 3 for my roster. We don't need a lot of crossover characters that aren't Mario related. Now let's talk about the new characters I added and why I chose them. First, starting with Pauline. If she doesn't get added to Wave 6 for Mario Kart Deluxe, she is definitely getting added in the next Mario Kart game. Pauline has been appearing in a lot of Mario games recently, and is a good representation for the Mario Odyssey game. I would absolutely love Pauline in a Mario Kart game. Next up is Toadworth. He would be a cool addition to the roster, and it would be nice for him to be playable and actually in a Mario Kart game. Also, I wanted to add some more hero/good guy characters, and I think Toadworth would be an amazing addition. Luma is probably my second most wanted character in the Mario Kart series. It would be awesome if he was playable. He did appear in the Mario Kart Wii, racing inside of Rosalina, but he should be his own character. Luma would be a very unique character to add to the Mario Kart series. He deserves a spot on the Mario Kart 9 roster. Then we have Paratroopa. He has appeared in Mario Kart Double Dash, and I think it would make so much sense for him to return. He is kind of similar to Koopa, but he'll still be a nice addition to the roster. Montimo and Haribo both appeared in Mario Kart Tour, and are pretty well known Bowser minion characters. I definitely can see them being added to the next Mario Kart game. The next character I added is really random, and probably the least likely character to get added. It is Captain Syrup from the WarioWare series. She is kind of similar to Pauline, but I would love for her to be in the next Mario Kart game. It will also be good to show some WarioWare support. Like I said before, she's probably the least likely to get added, but she will be a nice addition to the roster. Next up is Diddy Kong. He will most likely be added in Mario Kart Deluxe Wave 6, and I think he will return in the next Mario Kart game also. It will also make sense to have more Donkey Kong characters in the base roster. King Bob and Treasure Chuck are 2 more characters that were in Mario Kart Tour. I think most new characters added to Mario Kart Tour will come to the next Mario Kart game. They will be really cool drivers. Definitely King Bomb. Honestly, kind of surprised King Bomb wasn't added in Mario Kart Deluxe. The next character is probably the second least likely character to be added, being Camilla. She honestly would be an awesome character in the Mario Kart games. I know some people will be really happy if Camilla gets added. She's kind of similar to Kamek, but honestly she's more cool than Kamek in my opinion. It would also be nice to have some Mario Galaxy characters. Next up is Boom Boom and Pom Pom. I do think we will get these 2 characters in the next Mario Kart game. Definitely Boom Boom. But if you add Boom Boom, it makes sense to add Pom Pom as well. They are pretty well known characters and have appeared in Mario spin-off games before, so hopefully they'll be added in the next Mario Kart game. Spike would be a nice addition to the Mario Kart roster, and like I said with Pom Pom and Boom Boom, he has appeared in Mario spin-off games before. He will be a really cool Bowser minion character to be added. Last key character before the crossover characters is Nabbit. He is another character I definitely think will be added in the next Mario Kart game. He is an awesome character and he will be a nice representation for the Mario Wii U games. Him, Pauline, and King Bomb are probably the most likely tour characters to get added. Next up is Kirby. I feel like he just suits the Mario Kart games. He will be so much better and makes so much more sense than Animal Crossing characters. The last character on the main roster is Rob. I will love this character because Mario Kart DS was my first Mario Kart game, and he's the only Mario Kart DS character that isn't in the roster, so hopefully he gets added. There's 5 characters I chose for the DLC. I decided to choose 1 character to represent different Mario related games. I know some people really like Funky Kong to be in the main roster, but I decided to add him to the DLC. More people will probably buy the DLC because Funky Kong is it. The Funky Kong is a very popular character, so it probably means more people will buy it. So this is my idea for the Mario Kart 9 roster, but I do want to talk about alts real quick. I think each character will get 3 alts. For example, for Peach, I chose Vacation, Yukata, and Wedden as Peach alts. Adding alts to the next Mario Kart game would be awesome. They could do a challenge system to lock alts or just give them to you already. Also add more variety to the characters, and something that really should be added. Well, this is my video for how I would like the Mario Kart 9 roster to look. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day/night.